Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar. Today we got to talk about the quitting YouTube trend. Now ladies and gentlemen, this trend has basically been sparked since the beginning of January. And you might be like, whoa, you're talking about this a little late, Muta. Yeah, 3 weeks ago Matt Pat made a video where he said goodbye. And yeah, we honestly got to say goodbye to him too. And the thing about it is, a couple other YouTubers also jumped in and said, yeah, goodbye for now. And, this is always one of those things where, as a creator, you kind of understand ad rates are so low in January that most creators, who have the money and can afford a long extended vacation will just say, yeah, forget quarter 1 ad rates. We're going to come back when it's nice and juicy. And it's totally understandable. YouTube is one of the most fickle platforms when it comes to your day-to-day survivability, right? When we talk about things like job security, as a YouTuber, that doesn't exist, okay? Let's be job security? What are you, crazy? Consistent income? What are you, crazy? You might upload a video on YouTube and it's like, oh, I made that public. Oh, what's that yellow dollar sign? Guess my dogs, kids, wife, everyone, you're gonna be unfed. Yeah, it's a pretty tough platform if you want to have consistency and not pull your hair out, which is why I think it takes a special type of individual to become a full-time YouTuber. Something that I am not. Now, of course, in this situation, the reason why the quitting YouTube situation is so important is because some YouTubers have actually quit. Matt Pat's gone. Matt Pat's got ventures. There's only so much that you can do this kind of stuff before you realize it's time to move on with life. Now, for full context, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I have a day-to-day job just because, not that YouTube couldn't pay the bills, it obviously can. The problem is it's not consistently safe enough for me to even consider quitting a real-time job. Which is why if you ever watch my videos and you're like, wow, this guy really has the veneer of sitting in front of his computer and researching or doing something in a very low budget manner. It's low budget because honestly, YouTube has only ever been a cathartic diary for me anyways. Ever since the beginning when we were doing Let's Play Ocarina of Time, or when I did Haunted Gaming, or any other series, SOG Files, Canceled Gaming, Deep Web Browsing, I think it's pretty safe to say that every single bit of those content pieces were filmed, recorded, edited, entirely done by yours and yours truly. I've never really hired a researcher. I've only ever hired an editor for I want to say, one project, and that's literally because I just did not have the time to do it. And ultimately, everything that I've ever done on YouTube has always been a one-man show. And that's why we've never been the most highest budget one-man show. It's a daily upload channel where I literally feel like uploading whatever I want. Whether that be something interesting in the world, whether that be an interesting piece of controversy that I find exciting to me, whether that be shit about aliens, which I've been researching all day today, and trust me, do I got a doozy for you tomorrow. God damn, the alien community is fucking stupid, but anyways, that's not the point of this video. Yeah, quitting YouTube tends to happen because, honestly, I think for a lot of creators on here that have been doing it as long as people like Matt Pat, who has been doing YouTube longer than me, and I feel like I'm a goddamn dinosaur at this point. I've been lucky enough to have a pretty consistent career on YouTube that seems to only ever grow for the longest amount of time. And that's something that only 1% of people on the platform can do. Social media influence is very, very difficult to get a grasp into. For a lot of the biggest streamers, biggest creators that you find, there are infinitely, magnitudes more people that have tried to do YouTube, tried to do Twitter, tried to do Twitch, tried to do any social media platform, and usually have fallen flat on their faces. It takes a lot of luck, takes a lot of dedication, and it takes a lot of consistency to do something like this. So yes, while the rewards are definitely rewarding, it is a tough thing to start. So for a lot of YouTubers to up and quit, some people, would wonder what takes somebody to quit something that seems so easy from the surface. And the reality of it is people get old, man. And it's something that I've been kind of thinking to myself too. At some point in my career down in YouTube, whether I want to or not, I'm going to end up quitting at some point. And I think everybody quits at some point too. YouTube is simply not a career that has a lot of longevity into it. I can't see myself at the age of 45, 50, sitting down and yelling about stupid stuff on the internet and talking about virtual machines and Arch Linux, even though you should just switch to Linux, all right? Fuck the Windows monopoly, rise up again. Anyway, hold on, wait, got to take the meds. But ladies and gentlemen, yeah, at some point you just get old enough and it's not something that, you really feel like you should be doing. there's not a whole lot of progression that comes out of YouTube in terms of what comes after in life. You know, at some point, gonna have kids, gonna have like, you know, a family of my own. And of course, down the road, I'm probably going to want to invest my money even further and start building other things that live beyond me and YouTube. And that's par for the course for any creator on here that has actually been successful.
Okay, we are not going to listen to 11 more minutes of this. Like, I've already heard what he really needs to say. Basically, he's saying that everyone is going to eventually quit YouTube. But now, I will be honest, it is becoming a problematic trend to quit YouTube now. Now, we get it. Quit YouTube. Honestly, guys, don't make a video on why quitting YouTube. Just make a community note and call it a day. We don't need a dramatic, unhinged, edited video that tries to stir up emotions and stuff. Let's quit YouTube and call it a day. Now, me knowing I got a long way, I would tell you guys this. If I ever get in my 40s, that's where YouTube starts to just cease to exist. Maybe I'll do something on the down low for other people, but other than that, I'm not gonna be in my 40s. Or at least actually 45. I'll be nice. 45, and that's it. Then I'm done. And honestly, things will change over and over and over and over again. Because, let me be real with you guys. The reason why I would honestly quit YouTube is because of the fact it's about that time. It's not even about it's tiring. It's, oh, I'm just stressed. No, it's just about that time. I have my good run and that's it. Now, the people who are just quitting out of the blue intentionally, yeah, I kind of have a problem with it. Like, these are the types of individuals. Let's say, let's talk about an animation channel, for example. Or people who ended up getting my attention, right? And then ended up actually disappearing off of the face of the earth. So, you guys see right here, right? Lord Bump. Now, this guy got my attention maybe years ago. Wanted to watch his animations. Waited for the next episode. Next moment, he starts making this guilt-tripping speech about I'm a failure. I don't know what I'm doing in my life. You know, basically guilt-tripping traps or entrapments that fool the individual. And then let's talk about another animator. Mega Lucas got interested in years ago, I think in 2019. Really liked his animations. I liked watching them. Next moment, this guy says, don't expect any more Megatail. And I'm sitting here, and the first thing that these guys dip off into, to me, it's still quitting, is all this brain-rotting content. Does anyone notice how his views have degraded low-key? Sorry, that was my cat. And that the fact that this is all of his stuff, look at his most popular video. So his actual long form content video had more views, while his short form content video has degraded by a mile. Like, the guy doesn't get it that he's not gonna get too many views. Note that people are just quitting left and right for absolutely no reason at all except from burnout. Or laziness, maybe. Burnout is, like, kind of acceptable, but laziness is probably the biggest issue here. I will tell you this. I hate being that guy, right? I hate being that guy, but I will make this clear. Your boy Neusxanity will never, when I say this, I will never abruptly quit if I'm an animator. I'm letting you guys know ahead of time. In fact, if I'm quitting, I'm making a full series and making sure that I leave you guys off with good memories of me versus those who just abruptly quit and start moving on to something else. Now, I know this is almost now a lot of Hayun Dojo's community. I know I've been making more of animators that are quitting versus those who are IRL, so I will do it in a moment, but just not this instant, y'all. So chillax, all right? When I say that. But anyways, let's move forward to the real topic here. Hayun Dojo had some of the best animators when I was a teenager. That shit ended when I started becoming an adult and things just got, worse for this entire community. A lot of drama here, a lot of bad manipulative things here. Say on, like, it's just the same thing. Then I was wondering why. This community was falling flat, and it just seems like the quality of animations have degraded by a mile. At one point, Hayun Dojo or Hayun himself called out a dude that was tracing in this community. As in tracing, you guys should know that is such a lowball move to me. When I mean tracing, this guy was full on copying and pasting the work of Naruto's studio or whatever. Because, again, as someone who has a term for this type of individual, it comes off racist, but it's not racist. That's the thing. It comes off sounding that way, but it's not that way. Because, I mean, I am of that descent, so I would know. But what I usually like to call them is hood niggas. Now, hood niggas are the types of people that are in the black community. Disrespectful. They don't like other blacks. They always shit on other blacks. They don't give a fuck about anyone else but themselves. They always try to act like they care. But really, in reality, they're just using you as a manipulative game. And now, this is a hood nigga mentality from a perspective. I know that I kind of sound like I don't know what I'm saying, but I do. But I just don't know how to put it in words that will make more sense for you. So I guess I'll say it this way. Now, hood niggas, if you ever like anime, the 5 or 4 big trios that I'll mention is Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, and maybe Dragon Ball Z. Maybe. But mainly out of all of them, the big trio is always going to be Naruto. Now, hood niggas cannot help but obsess over Naruto to an extent that's unhealthy. Now, Naruto has this possessive, hypnotizing quality for them. Anything flashy like Jinsen Kai, whatever the fuck it's called, that fucking flashy ass anime, then people will, or hood niggas will try and copy and paste. If they're an animator, they'll try and copy and paste the same movements that they did. And then when they get called out for it, they'll start, wilding out. Start talking shit. But the quality and animations for this channel has degraded over the years after when I graduated in 2018. I've noticed it. There's a few OGs that have kept this community alive, but I'm letting you know right now, it's barely non-existent. Like, the only way how they will be alive, Hayan Dojo, is they keep doing the stick figure shit. But people end up moving on from the stick figures. They start saying, I can't do stick figures anymore. I can't do it. It's wasting my time. So then they stop doing it. And they work or slave away for some company. And yeah. Which I will make this clear to you. As an up-and-coming animator that needs to gain confidence on what I really need to animate on. I'm making this clear. There will be no such thing as a waste of time if I was to do a stick figure animation. I'm going to be more obsessed about investing in myself than slaving away towards a animation studio company that is eventually going to play a 50-50 game of you guys might get laid off and you might not get laid off. It depends on how I feel about it. Shit, if I wanted to right now, I could just fuck with your money and your financial life and your mental life and just say, I'm going to lay you off because it's funny. But people don't think about that, do they? They don't think for 2 seconds, right? They don't think for 2 seconds that it's possible that a company may fuck with your money when you're animating. You could do the most best animation possible. Next moment, we don't have enough money to pay you. Sorry. Imagine that. Just let that sink in. Just let that sink in a little bit. Really let that sink in and you'll really feel uncomfortable. Alright, anyways. Okay, let's get on to the next one. So, no one really knows him like that. This is Ali Law. I was obsessed with watching him back in my prime years. At least my last of my prime years. And this guy would sneak into places. It would be funny as hell to watch him get caught by security. And, yeah. Once you saw this guy got caught, it was just, it would be funny. Because they would end up escaping and make you feel atmospheric in a sense. How do I say atmospheric to you guys? Because it would make you feel like, think of a stealth game. Think of any stealth game. Your mission is to get out. When you're in the POV of the person recording, it's funny and fun. You would like to see them escape, but if they get caught, it's just extra funny. Unfortunately, as you guys saw with that mug shot right there, he got caught. Court came up. They pulled up on him, caught him lacking. Finally, bam. We're not gonna mess with this anymore. We're not gonna allow you to keep disturbing the peace. So they did what they needed to do. And after that, right, he stopped uploading, got bored. Or I guess he got bored and went on to his other channel. But it seems like I can't get to it. I'm active on my secondary, which was 2 months ago. Note that was 2 months ago.
The secret weapon is arcade.
Be quiet. So I'm active on my secondary. This is where he does it now. Best hotels. Now he's doing reviews. Pretty much. So to me, degraded. But he is not quitted. He never quit. That's really it about the dude. I miss the guy, but he had to think about himself. That's totally understandable. Mental health first before anything else. Now, there's a lot of content creators that when I say this, I am having a list of content creators on my channel where I show which are S tier or recommended. As you guys can see, I recommended a couple of content creators for you guys. There's a lot of content creators that are dead to me. Ice Poseidon is going away very soon, probably next year. Hopefully I get the cojones to get rid of him because it's just not worth my time. Mighty Raccoon gotta go. Simper Mash, Kosdiv. Most Sargi hasn't been doing anything like that anyway. This is where you come to get away from the bullies. Now, this dude is low-key dead because his views are degrading already. Escaping security guard. Like, a bunch of kids watch his stuff, and that's pretty much it. Ain't no one really actually watching this. Letting you guys know. If you believe people are watching this, that you're a crack. Okay? Rubber, like anything, this is a prime example of an animation channel that did exactly what I was talking about. SCP Animated fucked everybody over. Okay? They fucked everybody over. This channel literally hyped me up years ago to watch just stories because I was just immersed in watching this. Next moment, these motherfuckers disappear. This video is 1 year ago, but by YouTube standards, it's 2022. After 2 years, like, what is this? What is this? No one cares about this. Oh my god. Like, what is all this? They were the only accurate SCP channel for, like, people who actually wanted to watch SCPs, but didn't get the chance to watch it. Now, there's a lot of YouTubers around here, but it's just, God, man, I really want to tell you guys straight up that people shouldn't be quitting, but they are. They fucking are. He just does made up workouts or whatever. A lot of these people are on the verge of an unsub because it's just like, you guys are not giving me any value. You haven't came back, so I'm putting you on the verge of a unsub soon. Just not right now. Now, there's a lot of just animation channels I just had to get rid of. It's my fault for all this anyway. Like, a lot of these channels, I just try and stay nice to. Reigns is about to go too. Like, a whole bunch of people, I gotta just say that you're on the verge of an unsub. Like, attempt to watch if you want to. This, I'm about to move downward because I thought he was doing accurate SCPs. It's not accurate. This is just, unfortunately, stupid enough for kids. I blame myself for that, so... let's see. Who else is on the verge of an unsub? I don't know why I don't want to unsub from this person. There's nothing interesting they're doing. But I think my brain is hell bent on watching them because it's just like they have stuff like this. And it's just like, why not? I'm gonna definitely change my logo when I get a chance. But for now, I'll keep it how it is. By the way, watch this video. Please watch this video. You'll learn a lot, but I guess it got 5 views because, you know, YouTube doesn't push out my stuff like that. Only push it out when they feel like it's necessary, I guess. Also, I will be making a new funny video, funny troll videos that keep me wheezing constantly every time I replay. They get even funnier. Sorry for the typo, guys, but you guys get what I mean, right? Now, there's a lot of channels. AC Beam technically quitted. Same shit. He quitted. Then he, I don't know, went on to professional life to get paid. Same shit. Slave away for a company. All these animators I've noticed. Now I remember his name. All these animators I've noticed, they always try to go for these slave
You cannot be proud of yourself and think you are good if you are camping in a corner with a shotgun. Please get some bitches. It is.
So, this guy fell off as well. I hate that part. Guys, my mic was off while still talking. Just know that this guy fell off and went on a thing that I like to call is the zoomer route. Cozen fell off as well. A whole bunch of animators fell off as well. Everyone quitted. So what did we learn today? That everyone usually eventually quits because they can't handle the pressure. I literally and figuratively cannot understand why people even start YouTube in the first place. There's people who start YouTube end up quitting. And I'm saying, you're like, why are you here? You're wasting everyone else's time. So, guys, if you're going to become a YouTube creator, you need to do the smart thing to do is really look yourself in the mirror and ask, is this for you? Can you handle the pressure? Can you handle the challenge? Can you handle dealing with an audience that you are going to be responsible for and creating for? But, most of all to note, if you are going to quit, do it in the correct way, please. Let your audience know that you are done. Your due diligence, your duty, everything you've ever done is over with. Be respectful and let the audience remember you as someone who did it right, rather than someone who did it wrong and abruptly quits. Let people know, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Sorry for it being so long. Peace out.
Hi, I'm Lucy Christian. I am the voice of Otako Uraraka, and you should subscribe to Neusxanity's channel. Peace out!